John Simpson for the British featherweight title at King's Hall, December the 15th. How do you feel you match up against him?
You know, obviously John Simpson brings a bit of pedigree to the table. You know, he's tough and durable, so that's why I've prepared myself for 12 tough hard rounds.
He's never been stopped or anything, so, and his style is always in people's faces. Is that something you're training for, expecting?
That's it. You know, I've fought the likes of Appleby and all, who's a similar sort of style. You know, so the style doesn't really pose a problem to me. It's, you know, as long as I train hard and focus on what I have to do, you know, I'm happy enough with everything that's went on, all the training. So I'm well prepared. Like,
obviously, you both fought Appleby. He went 12 rounds, lost a close decision. You stopped Appleby. Do you think that says anything to how the fight will go? Or?
No, different stages, different fights. You know, so basically, I'm just prepared for 12 hard rounds, and you know, that's just as far away as I'm taking the fight. You know, I need to be prepared for everything John Simpson's going to throw at me, and at the minute I am.
Obviously, like you're preparing for 12 hard rounds. He's never been stopped. If you could stop him, it'd be a big statement. Is that something you?
Well, if you can stop anyone, you know, it's a sort of a bonus. Like, but I'll not be going out. I'll be going out there till use everything that I have, and as long as I win the fight, you know, it's the main thing.
What's it gonna be like boxing in front of a big crowd at the King's Hall?
No, it's always brilliant to get the fight back home in Belfast. You know, it's been a long time coming. I thought that maybe I would have fought here before now. You know, it's been 18 months since I fought Appleby, but it's great that the Maloney has brought it back to Belfast, and the King's Hall is a tremendous venue. So, and the tickets are flying out, so it should be a great occasion.
Is it close to where you live, King's Hall?
Yeah, it's only about a mile away, so I'll have plenty of support there.
Yeah, the tickets are flying. Big crowds bring big pressures. Though, is that all that?
It's it, but sure, no matter where you fight, there's pressure. You know what I mean. You still, at the end of the day, you still have to get in the ring and you have to fight. You know, and it's the same as John Simpson. He has to step in the ring too. So the two of us, I'm sure, have trained hard, and we're going to go. And we know the pressures. We've been there. We've done it. So basically, we're going to have to go in and do it again. And you know what I mean. The crowd's just you know, some people can use it as a pressure tool, but me, I sort of thrive on it and try to, you know, try to go to the crowd, sort of. So
yeah. Obviously, not looking past this fight, but if you do win, would you like to move on to the next level, European, maybe world?
To be honest, I feel as if I could have went for European before now, you know. Yeah. So, but just through a bit of politics and boxing and whatever. So, but the John Simpson fight could be as well easily be for the EBU title. You know, he's well ranked in Europe, and I'm up there myself. So, but I'll not be looking past this fight. You know, I've a job to do, and you know, if the European comes after, then so be it.
Obviously, I ain't going to talk about game plans and what you're going on for the fight, but he's always come forward. Do you plan to box him or mix it with him, or just what happens?
To be honest, you know, I know everyone, you'll have your game plan, but where it's a toe-to-toe or where it's a boxing match, you know, I'll be prepared for every sort of angle. You know, it's part of I've trained. I'm adaptable. I've always sort of been adaptable. So whatever I need to be willing to be prepared for what he's going to throw at me. So I'll be ready.
How's sparring going for this training?
Sparring's been brilliant. I've been sparring with the Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Damon O'Kane. So, you know, he's a tough physical sort of person, so I've been in doing a lot of sparring with him just for basically his strength. So yeah, the sparring's going brilliant, so it is at the minute.
You went to Canada earlier in your career. You signed I think it was a primary school. You fought out there. What did you learn out there?
Well, I fought a couple of Mexicans and a former Canadian champion. You know, it was just a different sort of. I was fighting on the undercard of Steve Malta, and it was in a big casino, like 6,000, 7,000 people, and it was just good to fight on big undercards. You know.
How did that come about?
Malta was fighting Michael Hunter, and his manager asked to use my former manager John Rooney's gym, and basically they got talking. And he was looking to put me on one of his shows. He watched a couple of DVDs and he was impressed, so he decided to have me on a couple of his promotions.
So did you train out there, or did you live here and just fly over?
No, basically I still trained here, and I flew out there maybe 10 days before each fight.
Have you trained at this gym all throughout your professional career?
From been 9 years of age, for near 20 years now I've been in this gym.
So if it is going slightly wrong in the fight, you trust your cornerman?
Yep, that's it. You know, it's Basically, it's not, you know, I've been here for 20, I'm not going to change now, so, and basically everything's been working, so, you know what I mean.
You got a degree as well. Did that come about before you went into boxing, or was it something you wanted to get out of the way and then train focus full time?
Do you know what? No, I've been boxing and studying most of my life. So once I finished school, I went to university and I got my degree. But once I finished my degree, I sort of went full time into boxing, sort of training twice a day, and you know, seeing how things go in this sort of thing. But if you know, at least then if it never ever works out, I've got something to fall back on.
Yeah. And finally, you got a prediction for the fight?
No, just as long as hopefully I come out the winner, and then that's it. That's the only prediction I have.
Yeah.